It's happening. It's actually happening. A new season of Black Mirror is coming out!
Yes!
Well, it's not really a new season, more of a new series, because Black Mirror is a British TV show, and in Britain, they call seasons series instead of seasons. So I guess the proper way to call it is a new series, which is odd. But hey, you can call it whatever you want, just give me more Black Mirror, I'll take it. So yeah, 12 new episodes are coming out. 12! That's crazy! Like, so far we only have 7, and now we're getting a new season with almost twice that amount, which is great! So in celebration over this, I'm gonna be reviewing each episode of Black Mirror one by one and rating them in a list from best to worst. So now that introductions are out of the way, oh yeah, I should introduce myself. I'm your host, I guess, Hectorito. You can call me Hectorito or Hectorito, which is shitty, like, just call it Hectorito instead of Hectorito. Actually, scratch that. Just call me Hectorito because the English version of that is like really shitty. So just call me Hectorito, even though it's text, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's begin with Black Mirror's first episode, the national anthem. Okay, quick run through their plot real quick. Princess gets kidnapped by some dude, and to save her, the prime minister has to fuck a pig. Okay, this kind of needs to be said. Making this the series pilot, terrible, just terrible idea. Most people become completely alienated and drop the episode and in turn the series out of what I can confidently call semi-legitimate reasons. Keyword being semi. Most people really don't have the stomach for this kind of shit. Which makes sense, I guess, but come on, it's Black Mirror, it's a masterpiece. Keep watching. Come on. Each episode is completely different. Like, people don't get that. They think that like the entire series is like the pig fucker episode. So, you know, they're missing out, which they shouldn't, because it's great. Like, this is really a good series. Okay, now that the elephant in the room has been dealt with, let's actually talk about the episode. Okay, straight up, the first thing that pops to mind is how serious the episode takes itself. Like, there are no nods to the camera, no obvious jokes. However, it's still a pretty funny episode. Why is that, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. This episode and the show as a whole utilizes this thing called black humor. Very, very, very black humor. It's pretty black. The whole joke aspect comes from the fact that when you hear the concept, you laugh. My first reaction, for example, was something along the lines of, wait, what? That's crazy. That could never happen. Come on. However, the more you watch the episode and in turn think about it, the more you start buying the whole concept and realize that, holy shit, this could actually happen. Then the next thing you think about is, would people actually see this? Like, if this happened for reals? Like, everyone in the episode watches the pig fucking. Hell, they watch it like it's a bloody football match. Unlike the people in the episode, I personally wouldn't watch it. Like, the broadcast goes on for hours, and all these people stayed glued to the TV for the entirety of it. So, I hope, most people would turn it on and then go, what the fuck is wrong with the world? Jesus Christ! And then promptly just turn it off. Or maybe I'm just giving humanity too much credit.
What's wrong with you?
Twitter plays a pretty big factor in this episode. People make fun of the whole situation via social media in the typical Twitter fashion. If you pay close attention, you can see people posting tweets such as,
PM gonna fuck a pig LOL.
What's got 6 legs and makes you laugh? Michael Callow fucking a pig.
Oink oink Callow.
Callow gonna get pig AIDS LOL.
He better not think about his wife during it because it will put him off #pigfucker Callow.
I see Jane Callows is going to be spending the next few months sucking bacon juice off her husband's cock.
Now, let's talk performances real quick. Most characters get little screen time with the exception of Rory Kinnear, who plays the Prime Minister, who we'll talk about later. As of right now, I just want to talk about the side characters, so let's do that. Even though, as I said before, they get little screen time, they still manage to squish in enough well, character for us to care. Okay, I know this is kind of an odd thing to praise, but I love everyone's facial expressions throughout the episode. They kind of look like they're about to laugh at the utter ridiculousness of the situation, but manage to pull a straight face for the sake of Rory Kinnear's character.
I'm not fucking a pig. Page 1, that's not happening.
Of course. Absolutely, sir.
You may or may not have noticed that there was no music in that clip. That's because there's no music whatsoever until the 25-minute mark, which is pretty much halfway through the episode. So for the first half, we are carried through the story with only character dialogue. And when some music finally shows up, it's pretty stellar and helps to elevate the scenes from good to great. Except for the SWAT OST, it's kind of generic. However, it's not all shine and rainbows, unfortunately. There's a few issues that we just have to address. Such as, how did the kidnapper find out about the plan to stage the pig fucking? To recap, her idea was that they get Rod senseless, yes really, to do the pig fucking, and then add Rory Kinnear's face on him with special effects. On his way to the studio, Roddy is spotted by a fan who takes a picture of him. The fan then proceeds to post this picture on Twitter, for some reason. Then we're told that the kidnapper somehow finds this tweet and figures out that they were planning to cheat on his rules. First, how did he even find that tweet? Like, thousands of tweets are tweeted every minute. It's impossible that he was going through every single tweet that's being posted. And even if he did find the tweet, like, how did he figure out by looking at it that the government was planning on cheating their way out of the pig fucking? Some of you may be saying, maybe he just guessed that they were planning to cheat. But no, that couldn't be. Because the USB message that he sent to the news channel said, Rod senseless? Please. So there is literally no way he could have guessed it. But honestly, this is pretty nitpicky and it really doesn't affect the overall enjoyment of the episode. But it's still a flaw that should be addressed. And lastly, before we end the video, I just want to talk a little bit about the villain of the episode, Carlton Bloom. We know little to nothing about him, only that he's an artist and that he won a Turner Prize. Whatever that is. So, there's two unanswered questions about Price. First, why did he do the whole princess kidnapping pig sex thing? The show's news people speculate that he did it for the art, man. But us as viewers will never really know what was going on in this guy's head. And honestly, it's just better off that way. The episode's focus isn't really on the person who committed the crime, but the crime itself and the effect it has on its victim. Like, Rory Kinnear's life gets fucked up. While yes, his political life is better than ever, with him being a lot more popular in polls and such, and people kinda seeing him as a hero, his personal life, on the other hand, gets torn to pieces. For example, his wife hates him now. In the end of the episode, we see that his wife resents him for going through with the demand. While you can see her as a horrible person for pretty much abandoning his husband in a time of need, you kind of understand her. This whole event will haunt them for the rest of their lives. He will be remembered as that guy who fucked a pig on live television, and she will be remembered as the pig fucker's wife. And I went completely off track. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah, kidnapper dude's second mystery thing. Right. Got it. The second is the reasoning of why he killed himself. Okay, so sometime after he let the princess go, 10 minutes before the broadcast is supposed to happen, might I add, he, well, kills himself. So, did he do it out of regret? Like, maybe he thought that the prime minister wasn't actually gonna comply with his demand?
Oh shit, he actually did it. I did not expect this. Fuck, I should kill myself now, I guess, upset face.
Maybe his death was part of the art. Well, same as the first question, we don't really know. And as I said earlier, it's for the best. And that's the video. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll do the whole list thing starting next episode because you know, this is the only episode we've reviewed so far. So, you know, it's kind of pointless because it's number 1 because it's the only one we've seen. So starting next week, it'll be that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And that's that. I'm out.